Hi, my name is Mikko Kemppe, the founder of Helsinki Salsa Academy, and yesterday I was actually filming here the Finnish version of my salsa story, but I will give this a little bit of an English twist and say it a little bit differently. But what happened was I was a basketball player moving from a small city in Finland called Oulu to Monroe, Louisiana to play basketball. I got a scholarship. And so how in the world did I then last year go into competing in the World Salsa Summit, which is considered one of the World Salsa Championships around the world, and going into making it to the final to compete against some of the best salsa dancers around the world. And that's the story I want to give you for the purpose of hopefully if you're starting out to maybe inspire you to start out salsa or whatever it is really in your life. Because what I believe is that too many times in life we think maybe we are too old, or maybe we don't have what it takes, and why should I bother, or so instead of thinking that, realizing that I think what a lot of the enjoyment out of life comes to trying to fulfill your potential and finding what you really are passionate about and what you want to do. And you don't have to always have it figured out exactly, but going and taking steps toward that direction is, I think, one of the best life advices that I received from one of my mentors, and that's the advice I've been applying into my own life. And whenever I have had a crazy dream and taken some steps to go toward it, not actually knowing how they might come true, it has been some of the most life-changing experiences that I have received, and this will be one of them that I will be sharing. So what happened? So I went to play basketball in Louisiana, and as I said, I got the scholarship, and then at one point I heard some salsa music on campus, and I saw some beautiful Colombian girls dancing, and that might have something to do with me really getting interested in the salsa right away. And I saw them dancing and I got excited about the rhythms and wanted to learn more. Okay, no problem. But in Monroe at the time there was really no instructors, and that time there was really no even videotapes to find from online or anything like that. No YouTube, nothing. So what I did was my friend from Colombia showed me the basic step and timing, gave me one salsa CD, and then I found one VHS cassette tape. And on my dorm room, I remember, with no musical background, with really no sense of rhythm, no dance background, no artistic background. In fact, on the third grade, my music teacher actually almost flunked me on third grade, can you believe it? Because I never learned to play the flute, but that's another story. But my point is that with my background, all I really had was this little dream and ambition to become a great salsa dancer. And I remember back then already, I had decided I will become an amazing salsa dancer. And so that's how I started. I watched the VHS. I remember I ordered on a mail, and I got it on a mail, and I got all excited because I felt like, oh my god, this is my ticket to learning salsa. And I started watching it and practicing it on my own, on my dorm room, to trying to learn it. And it was tough. And then what happened, luckily I found some partner, another partner to practice with, and I started practicing a little more. And then I realized at one point that if I really want to learn, I need to challenge myself. And at that point, some international student friends of ours had heard that I started practicing some salsa. And since me and my girlfriend at the time were really the only people dancing salsa for sure, they asked us to do a little show on an international student show, this event that was a spring event for international students. And I remember at that point I was like, oh my goodness, this is not gonna be a amazing dance experience for sure. But what I knew that what's important in life, and what's one of the philosophies in our school also, is that it's important to challenge yourself, of course, to get out of your comfort zone. And that's really the only way to true. And many of you might have heard that from somewhere before, but it is really true. And when you challenge yourself and you get out of your comfort zone, it will help you to grow and progress, and the end result of that is something amazing that you can feel proud of and good about. But just as important, luckily, by that time I had already discovered another very important point, is that in order for you to feel comfortable actually doing it, because I wasn't feeling too scared to do that, and the reason was that I had sort of learned some skills and abilities to learn to love myself as I were. Because just as important, I had realized that it's in order to enjoy the journey to go toward your dream and enjoy every step of the way, it's important to learn to love and accept as you are, with all of your mistakes and mishaps and imperfections. And once you learn how to do that, it's actually easier to challenge yourself also, because at the same time you don't take yourself too seriously and you accept and just learn from your mistakes, which of course which is a great benefit for your growth also, and helps you improve even faster. So that was a very important insight that I had learned, and that made me enjoy the show that we did at the spring event, and it helped us enjoy it. Knowing, I really sucked at that point, but I knew that I had the dream, and I just needed to do it in my heart. And then what I realized, that in order for me to really grow and develop further, I need to just do something more. And what I started, I luckily also traveled some bigger cities, took some group lessons, and of course I learned a little bit more. And then I started creating a community in Monroe, Louisiana, just for the purpose of for me to teach other people, to have other people to dance with. And that was some of the most amazing thing for me personally, because it was very good in terms of helping me to improve my dance teaching skills, to help with the intention. I started the community of just having other people to dance with, and as I started doing it, of course I improved my dance teaching skills in order to find out what's really relevant for other students' improvement, in order to develop them the fastest possible way. And I started the community also, of course, to improve myself and to have others to dance with, and that's how I started improving. And at some point I realized that if I really want to commit, I need to make a bigger commitment. And here comes an interesting twist, is that at some point in Louisiana I also saw some videos. At that point in my there was still not YouTube, but there was actually some other Mayan salsa competition that was videoed in internet, and I saw some of those videos, and that completely changed my life of what's possible and inspired me to really learn salsa. And the amazing thing about this is that one of those videos was this dance video of this couple from Los Angeles, and on this video there was this beautiful girl who danced so beautifully, looked so beautifully, and a handsome guy. And I saw them dancing, and I saw her dancing, and she inspired me. I'm like, oh my God, one day I'm gonna have a partner like her that I will dance. And this is a true story. I looked at this video and I was like, one day I will be dancing with a girl like that. And this is a one thing for ladies to realize, that woman really has the potential and power to change this world, because it is through your inspiration that a man's heart can be changed and moved to a new direction. Leave it for us guys alone and we'll destroy this planet, which is sad, but it is you woman who has the potential to inspire men for greatness. And it was this woman on that video that certainly was a huge inspiration for me, and you will realize who that lady is in a little later time, because after I went and I moved and I made a big commitment to move to California, I left everything in Louisiana. I had all kind of businesses and I had all kind of things in Louisiana. I left it all, I sold it all, and I packed my bags and moved to San Francisco, really with the intention to develop myself to become the best salsa dancer I could. And I found some incredible dance teachers and dancers. Of course, in Louisiana they had some of the best dancers and teachers at the time, in my opinion. And of course I was open to learning, committed to growth, which is another important philosophy also in our school, is to we expect commitment, because it's only through hard work and commitment that you really can progress and do something you feel proud of and good in your heart. You have to sacrifice. There's no free things in life. In order for you to make something happen, so you have to make some sacrifices. And there's nobody who can come to me and try to get their way out of, not me understanding of whether they're really making sacrifices or not, whether they're really committed or not, because I can tell if you are committed or not to your progress and to what level. But I made a commitment. I left it all, went to San Francisco, and over there, of course, learned amazing. And then I saw one of the most amazing things that happened. There was this funny coincidence that happened at that point. I actually got to meet this lady who was my inspiration at the time, or I had forgotten it at that point, but I saw this lady again whom I had seen on a video back long time ago, and we met. Luckily we got paired up by some random chance in this Jack and Chill competition, and I got to dance with her in this Jack and Chill competition, and I'm like, wow, what are really the chances of this, me now competing with this lady who was one of my inspirations. And so anything can always happen, and that's the whole point of this video. If you just hold some kind of dream in your heart and you go toward it, and you just believe in your heart that anything is possible, as long as you believe in your heart that it is. It may not happen, but the hope and possibility, I believe, exists in the universe. And the magical thing is that once you do believe, and if it's meant for you, it will happen. And so what happened, I got to dance with this lady, and of course inspired me more. And then I had this great opportunity to come here in Helsinki. Some of the people that had a sort of created a little community asked me to come and teach here in Helsinki, and I felt what a better chance and opportunity to come share my knowledge and experience from US to help the students here in Helsinki. And it's been an incredible journey, and I'm hugely grateful for all of these things. And of course I improved so much more. And the system that we have created, of course we have created some system and students that I'm very proud of, that have actually improved much more than I did when I started developing. And that's really the type of system that we have been trying to develop here, which is to develop students to become the best they can, really to challenge them, and to also, of course, us trying to develop the teaching system to step by step help students to improve. And then one day, as I was here in Helsinki, I got this call from this lady who said she's going to Hong Kong. She remembers me from the Jack and Chill competition, and she asks, Mikko, would you want to go to Hong Kong to compete, or not compete, but just to go do a show? I need a partner to go do a show with. And I'm telling you, this was just a random message or call on Skype, or message first on Facebook and then a call on Skype. And the lady that called me happened to be the lady who was one of the early inspirations, truly one of the most inspiring ladies that I saw on those first videos online. And at that moment I realized the dream I had in my heart, and I'm like, wow. Yes, I do remember thinking in my heart that one day I'm gonna have a lady just like that to dance and to partner with. But what I didn't realize, it's gonna be the exact same lady. And I have not really shared this story with anybody, but I thought I share it with you, because yesterday I did this Finnish taping of this same type of story, but I thought for the English version this would be quite cool. And so now I'm quite inspired, because her, Liz Lira, who is the lady on that video, is coming here in Helsinki and teaching here at least a month-long training course, and we will start some projects. So I'm very excited to see what's gonna come out of it, and see what type of dreams I will have, and we will have, and she will have, and we can made a reality in our school for our students and for us together here in Helsinki, develop this salsa community where we can all dream and improve our potential, and hopefully together create amazing salsa community. And this is the purpose and intention for our Helsinki Salsa Academy here in Helsinki, to really trying to find a way to develop students the best possible way, and that's our intention and that's our commitment to you. And so if you live here in Helsinki, do come join us, join our community. If all you need is a little dream, you don't have to, of course, be amazing salsa dancer already. The point is that we are also having a lot of different type of training teams and classes for students who are just starting out, and you don't need any experience. You can just come and join us. Or if you happen to be around the world, you don't live here in Helsinki, we're starting an online training system, and I'm trying to team up with some of the best instructors around the world to make your salsa dreams a reality, and to help my salsa dreams a reality. And so you might want to go to our website helsinkisalsaacademy.com and check out our online training system and see if it would be for you. The way we created it is that we are looking for not just for everybody, but those who have some type of dream in their heart and truly want to improve and develop and commit to their learning. And if you feel like you resonate this message, something about what I said calls in your heart and awakens something in, join our training team online, because I feel like it might be for you. So I hope I see you one day here in our Helsinki Salsa Academy, dancing salsa with us, making your own salsa dream a reality.